Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, Pacific Northwest Weather Watch. Today is June 12th, and right now we are looking at yesterday morning complex of thunderstorms, eastern Oregon pushing off into Idaho. You can see some of the thunderstorms did pop up across some of northern Washington, right along the border, up into British Columbia, some of western Montana there. As we go on into the afternoon hours, we go into the overnight hours, still a cluster of thunderstorms there moving across eastern Oregon towards Idaho. And then we go on all the way towards this morning, still some thunderstorm activity there up across central and southern BC. And I didn't see any across Washington this morning. But if you're out there across Seattle, there's some clouds out there for western Washington. Looks like the sun is actually breaking out for a lot of the Oregon coast, and even some of the Washington coast probably just starting to peak out as well. And east of the Cascades, you got a lot more sunshine to deal with there. So again, look at lightning strikes over the last 24 hours, just kind of rounding things up there. Nothing for western Washington, southwest BC, or western Oregon. And a reminder, if you want an affordable home weather station that detects lightning and it tells you just how far away it is, and it's easy to mount, it's easy to set up, click on the link down below to save 10% off and help support the channel. And just a reminder, go to the Patreon page, sign up. The basic sign up is free, and you can see my daily briefings and when they come out. And of course, there's a way to support the channel on this page as well. So thunderstorm outlook, this is for today, kind of clipping east Washington, some of eastern Oregon, Idaho, and western Montana. And chance for some stronger storms moving their way into western Montana as well. Mainly a wind and hail threat with that. But you got to watch out for some of that activity, and thunderstorms are possible all the way back towards northeast Oregon. Then this pushes off to the east on day 3. That would be Saturday. So we have some fires burning out there. We had the I-84 closed down at times, and the Oregon-Washington border, some active fires outgoing. I think there was more than just one fire. I think they were spread across the area a little bit there, and elevated fire conditions again today and tomorrow. So heads up for that. We got the onshore flow, low relative humidities, and some dry conditions out there, including southeast Oregon. So be aware, be fire aware. Those grass fires can mean business. And the Spokane National Weather Service also calling attention to that. Some gusty winds out there. New fire starts will spread quickly here. So yeah, these grassland fires can do some serious damage there. There's been a couple near Ritzville the last few years as well, and it's kind of a yearly thing, but maybe we can, kind of hold that down to a minimum. Looking at the European model, so we've got the troughing here. You can see no big ridge in the meantime, but this may peel away a little bit to bump up our temperatures here across the region as we go through this weekend. Just a little bit, but the troughing still not too far away as we continue on in through the next 6 days or so. I'll show you the extended forecast here in a moment. European ensemble mean, as you can see, the trough is going to be in charge for the most part there, but how much will we warm up this weekend? We might get back up into the mid-70s for Seattle. More on that here in a moment. And just kind of scrolling through this, there's a little bit of a blurb of some precipitation moving through here, but it doesn't amount to much. I am hoping that Seattle or Portland, Southwest BC can pick up a little bit here, but I'll show you those rainfall totals here in a moment, and just kind of driving on the point that we are dealing with these gusty winds as we go through the evening hours east of the Cascades here, and watch out for that fire danger. You can see the westerlies coming down the Strait of Juan de Fuca there as we go through this evening, and then we go into the nighttime hours. The winds relax a little bit, and we kind of rinse and repeat as we go through the upcoming days. So 15-day precipitation anomaly, a general whole of the Pacific Northwest below normal. Some of the interior BC, some of Vancouver Island, some select areas looks a little bit above here, but as a rule, over the next 15 days, it continues to be below normal. This is the next 6 days, nothing for Portland, tiny amounts for Seattle, better for Bellingham and Southwest BC, but only amounting to a few tenths of an inch of precipitation, and that kind of brings in it with that frontal system as we go through the early portion of next week. So still plenty of time to change with that. Seattle, seasonable temperatures next 15 days, no big heat wave in sight. And if we go to Spokane, something similar, and also Portland, a little bit warmer generally than Seattle, but again, no big heat wave in sight. Now, taking a look here, the daily 2-meter max temperature, you can see Seattle 70, Portland mid-70s there as well, Boise towards the mid-80s, Columbia Basin into the 80s as well. Actually, sorry, this is for, here we go. So something similar there, upper 80s, Seattle 70, Portland mid-70s there. It looks pretty similar, but I was way off in the future there. So taking a look there at Friday the 13th, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, a little bump there with a little bit of the amplification of the ridge here across some of the west is going to allow things to warm up a little bit there. And then we start to knock those temperatures down a little bit more. We're going to get a little bit of a weak system there on Tuesday night. You can see Wednesday only to 70 for Seattle. Then we go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But the big takeaway is there's no big ridge here. And I'm kind of a moss back at heart, so I don't mind it too much. But at the same time, I do love the meteorological aspects of these big ridges, especially when we get a warm spell last 2, 3, 4, even 5 days here across the area. And then you get a marine push after that. What a marine push is when you get the big ridge over the area and then the ridge finally kicks off to the east, it starts that onshore flow. And it's literally like Mother Nature clicking on an air conditioning button and just allowing cool air to flood into the area, especially west of the Cascades. One of my favorite meteorological phenomena here across the region. So I do love to see those. So there's always something to take away from whatever you're getting here across the area. So that's one of the benefits of the heat wave, is the meteorological aspect of the end of them sometimes. So taking a look here, the artificial intelligence, you can see the troughing hanging out. This goes out 15 days. Troughing, no relief there, gets reestablished and reinforced there as we go on into June 20th. And the trough, again, just kind of hanging out here along the west coast of North America. Are we going to pay a price of this eventually as we go through July with some ridging? Who knows? But again, mossbacks rejoice here in the short term, keeping things seasonable with no big heat wave in sight. Now, this is the 5-day running 2-meter temperature anomaly. And if I put this into motion, you can kind of see these blues hanging out all the way on into the extended forecast and kind of getting pretty well established there. It's a pretty strong signal in the artificial intelligence as we go June 19th through June 24th, continue all the way through the end of the run. You see not much relief from the cool weather. And then you can see the European ensemble mean also in pretty good agreement there as well. Look at that, June 19th through June 24th. Pretty strong signal for below normal temperatures as we are into the second half of June. Now, this is the 46-day extended outlook anomaly in inches precipitation. Not much of a change there from the last few days as well. Hopefully things can switch up because, this is not amounting to much precipitation. But anyway, you take that with a grain of salt. You're looking up over 1,100 hours out into the forecast. Now, drought monitor, we did introduce some extreme drought across western Montana. We brought some severe drought back in there as well. We extended some of that moderate drought across some of Washington, Oregon, and Idaho, but largely not much change across Washington, Idaho, and Oregon. Yeah. So that's where we're at right now. And hopefully we can start to get some systems back in here. At least we have the troughing around to where we're not going to have excessive heat over the next couple of weeks as well, because otherwise that drought onset can be quite rapid. Here's the 6 to 10 day below normal signal there. And this is where the Climate Prediction Center really disagrees with the European and the European ensemble members here, because it continues to show above normal precipitation as we go through June 21st and just not seeing it in the models too much. So there's going to have to be some kind of compromise here over the next few days. And just a reminder, there are some polls out there as well. I was thinking about bringing people on a dust devil or a windstorm or kind of a wave trip, or maybe lenticular clouds, teach you about photography that I do, talk about meteorology and kind of just more of a one-on-one thing, or maybe bring 2 people. And I'd have to charge something for that to kind of make it worth my while. Otherwise, it'd probably be best if I just did it on a live stream. But let me know what you guys think. I think some people would enjoy it. I know I've had interest prior to this, so it's just something we're trying to decide on, me and a couple of friends of mine, if we really want to do this and make it a reality, or just kind of keep things on the live stream and just general videos after the fact. So let me know what you guys think of that. Otherwise, hope you guys are having a good day. Click like and subscribe. We will do this all again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.